Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth. I'm the creator of Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paint using Ambient Light Rejection Technology Gain. I'm over here still playing with the scanner, the 3D mapping equipment last night, and I was playing with it today when I got up. I had a few complications from here to there. Like I said, this thing got some bugs in it. But man, it's nothing I can get around and navigate through, so I'm happy with it to a certain degree until I start going into a rant because it's basically driving me crazy. But anyway, shipping updates. Wednesday's usually our sweet point for orders coming in. So I've already went in, ordered the containers, they're already in. All supplies are here. We're just missing one key ingredients, but it'll be here on time. Tracking numbers will start going out on Thursday and Friday. Basically, just if you want to get your order taken care of by Friday, the best time to place that order would be today and tomorrow. Usually we don't take the tracking numbers on Thursday because Thursday is a process day, but yeah. So I got a good amount in the account right now, which we have enough to cover the 32. We usually have 32 quarts or 32, whatchamacallit. So we got enough to cover everybody and a few left over for splashovers. So anyway, what else we have to talk about today? Oh, the gaming room upstairs. So yeah, all my speakers came in yesterday. Some other cool stuff came in. I found enough LED lights to finish up the rest of the room, or some of the room. And I'll show you what we got so far. But yeah, also too, some of you, when you order the 1 quart or 2 quarts, I got to print out shipping labels right now. So right now I'm just buying stuff right now. I got to print out all labels today, count out how many packages I have. Some of your 2 quarts or 1 quarts are going to come in a big box like this because we ran out of these. So I just ordered them. They're going to be coming in. Don't worry, I know another post lady. She's pretty cool. She'll drop them down for me. These can only be ordered online. Can't go to the post office and pick these up. These are paddeds. So you gotta go order these. So I'm gonna order 2 pallets of those of 25, have enough of those. But right now it's probably gonna come in a box like that, a medium-sized box. So if you're wondering why you got this giant box with that one little container, that's why, because we ran out. And I gotta tally up my labels. Let's see how many I need to print out for today. We got enough supplies, thank God, because I bought so much last time. I got enough for the run over. Still waiting for my computer to get here, so my parts are here for my gaming PC, so I will keep up to date on the building of my arcade, which is coming along quite nicely. And then this craziness right here. Oh man. Right now, I got to my next for the day, which I won't be doing this on camera. Where are my boxes at? I got a stack of these. Sorry about that, people. It happens. Let me see if I'm running off Wi-Fi again. If I'm running off Wi-Fi here. And that comes from running off a Wi-Fi signal. I'm using my data plan. So anyway, I'm actually right now building digital bricks. What are digital bricks? Well, actually, basically, it's these, they call them gamer boxes for United States Postal Service. They look like that right there. So I got the idea to paint I got about 30 of these, paint all 30 of them with the black technology. And then I'm going to use double-sided Velcro to be able to stick the boxes together. That's what I'm using right now. Double-sided Velcro to stick them together to do this. So I'm going to call them my digital Legos. So I'm going to do a set in sky blue, and I'm going to do a set in probably about black. So I think tonight I'm going to do a giant stick man. That's going to be funny. I'm going to do a giant stick man and set it on fire like burning fire. I'm having a ball with this stuff. Anyway, also too, we're going to be doing more testing on the that crystal clear element that I was showing that I painted the inside of a speaker and it got fire to show come off the speaker. We're going to be doing that. So I have to get something I can alter the surface without showing it's going to change the surface. But I'll find something around now, or I'll just buy something off Amazon. All right, so let me give you a little update on what's going on here. Oh, really quick, I forgot to add this real quick. I have a few people chiming in about projection screens. We don't design projection screens. We used to back in the day. You might be looking at old videos. Get this to activate. You might be looking at old videos, and that's the reason why you're asking us about screens. But what you see on the site is what we have. And also, too, for those of you that are wondering about the Platinum Eclipse, it is back in stock. So only thing that's in stock right now, Gallon's not in stock for the Platinum Eclipse, but we do have it. And the quartz and 1 quart, that's one of the darkest. And I got to do a demonstration on that one. I haven't done a demonstration on that one in a while. That is the darkest gray we ever developed. It's so dark, it looks black, but it's pretty interesting. Because some people don't want to go near the contrast, the screens are too dark, and they don't want the black silver because the black silver is too gray, and they want something right in between, and that's where that platinum eclipse comes in. So, this is where we're at in this room right here, right now. So you can see it's coming along quite nicely. Got my curtains put up right there. So I decided not to go with the completely black curtains because I like a little light to come in. I mean, at least some light. I mean, this right here works for me right now. And I don't have to worry about it because, like I said, these screens are designed to generate light anywhere in the house. So I'm not worrying about that. But I didn't want it too dark in here. So at nighttime, it's pretty cool because the light's coming through. But I'm going to let some light come in a little bit, you know. So these are the speakers I ordered right here. I actually own 3 sets of these. These are actually extremely good. And I mean extremely good. Just because it doesn't have giant towers and it's not an expensive or name brand model. I bought one of these. These are the ones I had on the deck. I was playing Transformers. The ones that was making all that noise from that little sub and a little sound bar. And when I heard that, I bought another one. So that's one for here. I gotta buy one for the office too. They're $130. That's it. Then I bought another one for this room in here in the gaming room. That's all that comes with it. And that thing is loud. I gotta finish it off today too. I gotta finish up. I think I'm gonna finish off the arcade cabinet. Get the arcade cabinet out of the way. Get that done. I'll finish that off and then I'll mount the projector. I still have to mount the projector in there too. So I'm gonna mount this projector today. I'm gonna mount that one over there. So that's done. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to add real quick. I got 2 projectors coming in. I bought a ultra short though NEC projector, 3600 lumens, 10,000 to 1 contrast. I got that for around, I think I got it for around 50 or 60 bucks. I think I got both projectors for around $60. I might buy another one. Right now, there's a projector I'm looking at right now, and I might be buying it. I might be buying a big boy. Shipping costs to have it shipped in here, it's gonna cost me $110. That's how big this projector is. This thing is massive. And this thing means I can hook this up to my scanning equipment, and this will allow me to scan things on much larger scales. Like I can literally scan the side of a building with this thing. So this is a 7,000 lumen projector. So right now I'm contacting the people who own it, so I can see about some of the specifications and stuff like that. Now, surprisingly, the lamps on it are extremely cheap. I don't know why, but they're cheap. It takes a 2 lamp system, so it's a dual lamp system. And the dual lamp system, basically, if one lamp blows out, the other one's still there. But for the price it is, and for what it's costing me, I say, put it this way, it's an $8,000 projector. It's a monster, literally a monster. So it's going to cost me a bit, but I'm getting it. I'm buying that projector. So as soon as I finish the odds and ends where it has to be done, once it gets in here, you'll get a chance to see it. It comes in a case, like a suitcase. That's how big this thing is. So I'm going to have to get me some kind of cart or some kind of system because there's no way in the world I'm lifting that monster up and taking it outside. That thing is huge. I think the only way I'm going to be able to use it, oh God, I can't take it to the backyard. I'm going to have to put it in the basement and just leave it in the basement because I'm not carrying that thing up the stairs. So I'll get a dolly, some padding equipment, and I'll basically wheel it down the stairs. When I think it's big, it's big. I'll wheel it down the stairs and we'll just use it for the backyard because that thing would be the perfect application for literally scanning the entire house and everything else I would want to scan. That's what that thing's designed for. So I'm just waiting for them to reply back, and then I'm going to go on it and place my order. Yeah, that's my Amazon account. That's my ordering food. Oh, you thought you were going to see some secrets, huh? No, I'm in here ordering food. I buy everything from the pantry. The pantry, man, the pantry! Which reminds me, I got to buy more cat food, and I got to buy more squirrel food today, too. That's something I got to buy. So I'm going to show you. These are barcodes. These are the big boys. One day I'll get one of these. These are barcodes. These are 720p's. That's a 720p projector at $2,800. But yeah, but that thing will put 1080p projectors to shame. Even 4K is shame. All right, let me see. Let me show you what I got going on in my little area, right, my neck of the woods. Got my tracking numbers popping up. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'll show you what I picked up. All right, so in here I have a short throw. I bought a short throw ViewSonic right there. I ain't worrying about the hours. I bought all new lamps for them. The lamps cost me around 35. One cost me 35. The other lamp cost me around 40. So I got all new lamps coming in for them because I always stock up on lamps. I got lamps galore for my projectors. Always make sure I stock up on lamps just in case. So I know when I buy this, whoever has it used, they've already, they put their time in on it. So bottom line, when it gets there, I want to put a fresh bulb in it. Unless it's a kick around projector, it's just something that I'm just pulling out from time to time to do demonstrations on. But this is the one I'm going to be using for my ceiling. I paid $65 for that one right there. And then down here, I bought myself another one. This is an NEC Ultra Short Throw that I picked up, and I got that one for $60. Let me show you how much they want for that projector alone. But they got a couple more on there. Somebody got one going for $30, but it's under auction. I bought that one straight out. Make sure none of my personals pop up. Let me see right here. Yeah, I'm gonna do some projector shopping. I want a CRT, but like I said, that's bigger than the projector I'm about to get. All right, here we go. So they have them up here. You know what I mean? They have them up here. I tell people, Amazon, eBay has certain days, man, where they got some really nice stuff in there, and all this stuff is compatible with our screen paint. This is a refurbished one. Somebody right now got a refurbished one. The one I just bought, this is the refurbished model. So the one I bought is used. So I had to buy a new lamp for it to pop in there. I usually buy from Goodwill all the time because you see this projector right here, for those of you saying, well, I won't buy anything on eBay from a Goodwill. I bought this from eBay from a Goodwill. This projector right here came mint, had no scratches, marks on it. The only problem it had was the lamp was dying, which happens in any projector you buy off eBay. Unless it's a refurbished, an open box of renewal, it has a new lamp in it. But if it's somebody's used projector, chances are, yeah, the time on it's probably worn down pretty good. So just put a new lamp in it. So make sure you check the lamp to see exactly how much the lamp's going to cost you. These are all my lamps down here, my backup lamps that I buy. Every time I buy a projector, I have a backup lamp. But this one, mint condition, nothing wrong with it. The only thing was wrong with it, just need a new lamp. And I got this from the Goodwill, and I paid $139 for it. For that projector right there. So that's why I said you make a good deal getting stuff. When you have charities that pop up, that's the key area you want to look for when you go on YouTube. You want to look for those charities. Number one, you're giving back and you're helping somebody out. And number two, you get it for a lot cheaper than what some merchant or a company is selling. These are the ones you want to look for right here. These are the bulks. People got a bunch of them in inventory. They post them a certain way. So if you go to, oh, this is pretty nice right here. Somebody got a refurbished one right here. This is an ultra short throw NEC. I'm gonna have the same projector here. I'm gonna be actually displaying it on my screen. They got one here for $170 refurbished. If I had it, no, I'm doing it for charity anyway. I got something good for charity, so I don't regret that. But if y'all don't pick it up, I will buy it by the day. It'll be gone because I can use an extra short, ultra short throw. Always can use an extra short throw laying around the shop right now. That's $170 right there. So you want to look for NEC MP UM36 1X. That's what you want to look for. That's $170 right there. And when you see what it looks like, look. See those crappy old projectors over there? Come on, these crappy old projectors that I used in my demonstration. That thing is far better than what I used in my demonstration. You see what the Sony looks like on our screen? That old Sony? That's way better than the Sony. Way better than the Sony. Let me see if I were to find this. Come on here, bring this up. Go back here. So a search on that one. So that projector right now, if you were to buy it brand new from B&H, if you bought it from B&H, see if B&H still has it in market. Yeah, they still got it. B&H still sells this projector. That's what it would cost you brand new. If you bought it from B&H right now, and they have it right now in stock, and you could buy it right now, but that's what you would pay for it. Instead of that, you can just go pop over to eBay over here and get it for $170. That's what I'm telling you. Y'all sleeping? You sleeping? And why do you think I got so many projectors? Because I sit here and I shop through eBay all day. I pick up like, by the time somebody buys this projector for that price, I done bought 6 or 7 of these. Now refurbished means it comes with the remote control too. And it's clean, it's very clean. So that means the shipping's like $48. Of course, it's probably a good size projector, but that's what you're gonna pay, $48 or so forth. Some people just want to get that free shipping. I don't care. As long as the projector's gonna save me some money, that's a huge, massive save. Let me see, let me go back. Because no one gets that out. By the end of the day, I'll have that in my category. Because I could use 2 ultra short throws. Somebody got another one over here. They got one for $79 going up for right now, $79. This is charity. This is Goodwill right here. Charity right there, Goodwill right there. Now, usually this is what they sell it for, the bundles. Sometimes people sell $400, $126. Someone got, oh yeah, they got a bunch of them on here. Well, I got plenty of room to basically buy a couple of these. I might just get this one right here. This is another one. $130 for returns. That's what the lamp would cost you to replace it. I got mine for $45, so it's around $85 to $45, which isn't bad when you talk about you're buying a projector that would cost you $1,000. That's not a bad price at all. Do not buy these remote controls right here. These fake generic remote controls, don't buy them. Unless it has the name. How you know if your remote control is the legit remote control? Because some people say this is the remote control that comes with it. It's not. It's one of those reprogrammable remote controls. It doesn't work. It probably just turns it on and off. We'll never like get access to the menu. And if you buy a projector that doesn't have access to the menu manually, that means you have to use a remote control only. And if the remote control doesn't work, you're not getting access to that projector. So how do you know what the original remote control looks like? All you got to do is just take the projector, copy and paste it, put it on Google search, and go into images, and you will pull up the projector with the remote control next to it, so you can see exactly what the original one looks like before you go shopping online to find a remote control for it. So you know exactly what it looks like. That's how I find remote controls. The little tricks and stuff you learn. See right here? Now this is the housing for it right here. $45. That's what I paid around mine for, $45 with free shipping. This is just the lamp itself. So that's the housing. For those you don't know, that's the housing right there. Housings is easier to put back into a projector. If you've ever done a lamp replacement, unless you enjoy it, I don't ever want to do it again. I did it one time and I didn't like it. I had to do a lamp swap. So a lamp swap is, say, maybe the cage or the housing around the projector, around the lamp, may be damaged or it may not fit right. I've been to this one already before. You watched me do this before with a projector. So what I do is I do a lamp switch, which means you basically take out the entire lamp here and you take this lamp and you swap it for that one, but you keep the housing, which is a cheaper way to do it. You know what I mean? Instead of buying the housing. But now the housing and the lamp are cheap now. But back in the day, it was expensive to buy the housing. Housing was very expensive. Most people just buy the lamp and just replace the lamp. That's why you see them single by themselves. But yeah, they're a lot cheaper now. As you can see, they're a lot cheaper now. Same projector, 45. 85. One has the house, one doesn't have the house. So with the house, you're going to have to remove all these little pins in the back. The spring system is 4 springs in the back and 2. No, I think it's 3. Wait, it's 4 clips and 4 springs, depending on which one you have. So it's kind of like, come back and pull some of my. These are my lamps down there. Not all of them are made the same. So. These are Chrissy lamps. I bought a bunch of these. I got a good price on it. I bought a bunch of them. Whatever you do, do not touch. My receipt, brand new. Put my Chrissy right there. I buy them all brand new. Now see how this one has, they soldered this side right here, but this one has a screw here. That's one thing I noticed about Chrissy's. Chrissy's, it's very hard. You can't do a lamp swap on a Chrissy. Unless you got a different model maybe, but this particular model, you can't do a lamp swap. And this is for the 505 in the back. And the reason why is because this is soldered in right there. This is screwed in. Now, usually some of the ones just have 2 screws on each side, which means you unscrew that one. See right there? There's the bracket right there. And there's another one that should clip on about right there. Once you pull all that out, if it has 2 screws, you can put it right back into the other one. Drop your screw here, drop your screw there, and you're done. And you just make sure all your clips are correctly in. That's it. Do not touch this at all. You smudge that. You get your hands on, get some white gloves or something, but you smudge that or scratch that, that will show up on your screen every single time, that smudge. And there, right there, there's the power supply right there. So that's how it connects when you put it in. Connects that little power supply right there, and there's all your little screws in the back. Some people when they buy the lamps, they think, oh, I got to buy the screws. No, the screws automatically come with it. Make sure we put that in there nice and careful. Because that right there is a $160 lamp. I got it for cheap because that lamp was supposed to cost me $500. But I got it for a good price. I buy backups of all my lamps. And that way, if I ever have a problem, and on top of that, real quick, I can replace it. But on top of that, how do you know your lamp needs changed? Works just like a light bulb. You know, when your light bulb has to be changed, it flickers, has a flicker to it. You'll see it on the screen. The screen will start to flicker a little bit. That means your lamp is about to go. Don't go in. People say you can go in and just reset the counter. Don't do that. You reset the counter, what's going to happen is it's still going to flicker. It's not going to change the fact that the lamp is going to blow. It's going to. You ever had one of these lamps blow on you before? Trust me, you would change it. It sounds like a gunshot going up from the back of your head. But that was then. That's back then. Back then, lamps blew out left and right. They did. Now today, the way projectors are designed today, it takes a while to blow a lamp out. It does. And if you see the way I burn my projectors stay on all day. It takes a while to burn out a lamp, a long while to burn one out. So you'll have it for a while. So some people freak out that they got to have it in eco mode and all the other crazy. So eco mode does kind of helps a lot for the lamp, like I said, because the way our screens are designed, they're designed to generate a ton of light. As you can see, you're watching me show you a demonstration of my projector behind me in a fully lit environment on a black screen. Like I said, my projector back there sits in eco mode. It doesn't need to be on that power, that high up, because the screens are designed to generate a lot of light. So I don't have to worry about, burning out my lamps, because screens generate a lot of light. And this screen right here is, as you can see, it's black. A big old hit in the way. It's a black screen. So that's when people sit there and say, it's funny because when I get people come and make comments, I'm not to beat a dead horse, but when people make comments about my technology being so dark you can't see it, we're actually in here looking at items on eBay on a black screen, and you're reading the text crystal clear. So if it's so dark, you wouldn't be to see any of this. So this is my office screen. I use this every day for work. Here's another one right there. Somebody got the same NEC I have in the room over there. Someone's got one over here for $160 right now. That's $160. This is the M3333XS. I think mine is an M325WS. That's mine in the back. You had a good sale on the NESs. But first, you couldn't get one of these for nothing. These would cost you $500-600. But well, yeah, somebody's bidding on that one. Usually, if I see something like this and someone's bidding on it, I can come in and probably drop $200 on it, $100 on it, and grab it real quick. But usually, if somebody's fighting in a bid, I don't go and bother with them. I don't. I just go elsewhere and buy. That's their own little personal battle they're having in there. I'm not going to spoil their fun. I just wait and go find something else. I usually track down areas where people are just not bidding on at all, and I'll place a bid and buy it. But other than that, somebody's in there trying to get it, so I'm gonna leave it be. Ain't none of my business. But this one right here, let me see what else we got here. Just looking at that other one too. I want to get my hands on a barcode so bad, but good gracious, and barcodes is freaking crazy expensive. Chrissy short throws. Chrissy short throws. Yeah, Chrissy short throws are. This right here is a Chrissy Ultra short throw projector. And I told you, I had a customer of mine. He was like asking about projectors, and he said, "Well, what's the best projector you like?" Best projector I like of all time is Chrissy. And you see what I got to do out the entire house. The only reason why I have a ViewSonic downstairs is because a ViewSonic is the only projector that does a 230. I know right now that does a 235.1. So I bought the ViewSonic or strictly on the fact that it has a 235.1 capability, and that'd be perfect for the screen downstairs. That's the only reason why. But if that screen was a 16.9, I don't want my Chrissy. I'd have got me another ultra short though, my short though Chrissy, but they're expensive. They're very expensive. So this one right here is a short throw with a DLP1. Let's see what this one has. I'm going to check this one out real quick. This is around 3,000. They want $3,339 for that one. I think that costs more than a P1, literally. And let me see about this projector right here. We'll go to Projector Central. I'll put this projector up. What I mean by these projectors were ahead of their time, you're talking about a high-tech venue projector that years from now, that the projectors we have now are just catching up. That's when people see me firing off those Chrissies hitting our screens and like, good God, like the colors, everything. Yeah, those Chrissies look like that in factory settings. They're insanely, that's why you get what you pay for when it comes to high-end projector. But then again, when I take the projector off the screen, it looks kind of ugly. It's ugly. It's acceptable to some people, but to us it's ugly because that color doesn't pop and the screen does all the work and everything. But you know, that caliber projector, you're talking about a high-end projector. So we'll go here and we'll go to Projector Central. I wonder if whatchamacallit is still selling this. But this is 3,500 lumens, ultra short throw projector by Chrissy. Projector Central specifications on it. There it is right there. Let me bring you guys up a little bit. All right, so this projector is 3,100 lumens. We got 3,100 lumens on the projector. It's 1920 by 1080, which means it's a 1080p projector. There's no 4K. That's like, put it this way, that's like if you were to get a mirror for a Bugatti. A mirror for a Bugatti and a mirror for a Honda are two different pieces of equipment. They're both mirrors. They both do, some of them both do the exact same thing. You take all the little odds and ends out of it and all the technical stuff behind it, and they're just regular mirrors. It's just one's a Bugatti. It's going to cost way more than the other one because it's a more high-tech piece of equipment. Even if you get an older Bugatti, it's still going to be more expensive. You get an older Jaguar, like an old Jaguar from back in the day, like, I don't know, old Jaguar, 1968, around my era. A lot of good cars came out in 1968. So around that era, that parts for that car would cost you more for a car that you would have today. And maintenance alone would kill you. And I know that for a fact because I had a friend of mine, as I explained before, he bought an old vintage Jaguar and it cost him $400 to fix the brakes, to replace the brakes, because they literally had to take the car apart just to get to the brakes. The maintenance alone was too much money for him. So you're talking about technology that way beyond then, way around, when does this projector discontinue? Did discontinue this projector when? It was discontinued, oh no, it's fairly new. They discontinued it in 2019. No, this in 2019, they released it was 2015. So this came out in 2015, it was discontinued. Full HD, it's laser, it's definitely laser. I'm gonna get one of these. I'm definitely getting one of these. I need to have all Chrissies in my house. That's what I want. And at least I get one barcode. If I get one freaking barcode, that's all I want. It's one barcode. Let me see. Put Chrissies. Yeah, I have one right there. Free shipping. They got one for 30, almost about 3,000. 39 on that one. Man, I come in here and look every day. I'm getting one of these. I'm going to be picking up. My projector is going to be huge. What I'm actually getting is quite huge. Now this right here is a Chrissy short throw laser projector 3D 4K at 10,000 lumens. Look at the price of that on that projector. That's a car. That's literally, I would say, a used car. That's a used car right there. And it definitely is going by freight. There's no way in the world someone's shipping this thing out. I'm curious. I'm going. That's used. That's $17,000 used. Not even brand new. It's used. It has HDMI ports in the back of it. Yep, it's got 3 HDMI ports on the back of it. Yeah, $17,000. And that's a short throw. And it's probably, the lumen count is probably berserk. I guarantee lumen count is probably crazy berserk. Let me see, I should throw types. It's 4K. It's 4K. It's a WQXGA. Good God. That's way beyond what I got here. You're talking about, mine is WXGA. Most projectors are SVGA, XGA, WXGA, or there's XGA, SVGA, and then you have XGA, WXGA, and then you have WXGA. This is WQXGA, and then they have what's they have another one? It's not SVGA. It's something else. It's supposed to be Super VGA. I forgot what it is. Super VGA or something. It's something else. But that right there, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Oh, I got to dig this up on Projector Central. I got to see the full specifications on this monster. We don't have any serial numbers underneath this thing. Somebody just put down Chrissy Projector, even know what they have. What's the model number on this thing? So that's got to be it right there. Category. Chrissy. Just short throw. I tell you, Chrissy short throws are so expensive. Look, that's the lens for that sucker. If you crack, the lens on that projector, it is literally going to cost you in the price range of $3,270. $3,000. That's what's going to cost you if you mess around and you crack that lens on there. That's what it's going to cost you to replace that thing. That's literally somebody's projector, at a high-end projector right there from the door. Now, I can't imagine what lamps would cost for this thing. The lamps on here have got to be insanely outrageous. There's another one. Somebody got another one over here. Another short throw. I told you, Chris's short throws aren't cheap. They're not. Can't just go out and buy, like if I get a NEC or if I get a Sony or one of them, I can just go and buy a short throw. Most likely it would probably cost me on eBay maybe $300, maybe $400, maybe $500 the most. Chrissy's, you can't go out and buy a short throw like that. But you got some serious money in your banking account, it's gonna cost you $5,000, and that's for a used one. Pre-owned will cost you $5,000, close to $5,000 for one of these. Somebody got dual, they got dual, 2 sets. They got a lot, 2 sets. That ain't bad for $2,300. That's an old one. That's a really old one. Yeah, let's go to the monster. Monster. I know I get carried away in here. This is my pastime right here. And most people sitting there be watching TikTok videos and stuff on Facebook. No, this is where I like to be. I like to be here looking at projectors. This is my love. Let's go into barcode projectors. I just hope one day I can come in here and just get a projector. At least $2,000. If I can get one for, I don't even want to spend $2,000. If I can get one for $1,000, I pay $1,000 for one. But eventually, I don't think I'm gonna find one for $1,000. That sucker right there is $15,000. These are barcodes. These are, when I tell you, these are top projectors. When you're talking about the size, how big these things are, that's how big that projector is. That thing sits on a platform. And these are the cases right there. Good gracious, man! Look at that! Look at the case for that monster. Yeah, blowing my neighbor's 40,000 lumens. Yeah, 40,000 lumens with a scanner. Yeah, I can put Star Wars in your kitchen. Ugh. Yeah, that's definitely going by freight. I wonder what the freight charge is going to cost you. And that's 1080p. That's not even 4K. That's 1080p right there on the door. 6,000. So I got 6,000 for that one right there. That's $2,000. Ooh. Performance. Okay. No lens. Oh, got no lens. That's why it was so cheap. Yeah, look at that. No lens. This is cheap. This is considered cheap. $1,200, $1,200. This is considered cheap right now. You know why it's so cheap? Because there's a lens that's missing. The lens will cost you at least about maybe a couple of grand by itself. So that's why it's so cheap. That's how you know something's wrong. Like, oh wait, they want it for a barcode. They only want freaking that much for it because it has no lens on it. That's why. And they know and what they probably did was the lens probably cost more than what the projector did, and they probably stripped out the lens and sold it separately. Probably got a couple $1,000 off of that, and then they'll come in and sell the projector the bare minimum of $1,100 or $1,200. That's what they'll get out of it. And the lens is missing. That's why it's so cheap. $800. VGA. 1080i. This is a 720p. That's a 720p barcode going for $800. $1,000. See how cheap this one is? $1,000, right? That's because the lens is missing. There's no lens in it. Anytime you see them that cheap, you see these 4 screws right here, bam, 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 bam. That's when you know that they ripped out the lens. The lens is gone. That's gonna cost you some money. Right there. I don't know, might not be that bad. Let me see. What would a lens cost for that projector? Out of curiosity. And it's 720p. So they say 1080i, that means it's a 720p projector. So if I were to and paste this, find out how much would it cost me for a lamp if I bought that today, and I wanted to get the lamp in it. The remote control's got to be god awful expensive, or probably impossible to get my hands on. So let's see if we got a lens here for it. That's the lamp. The lamp's gonna cost you $450. So, whoo! Already from the door. I mean, the lamp, and there's no lens for it. Oh, I'll put lamp. My bad. That's my fault. Well, at least I know the lamp. How much the lamp is going to cost me $450 for the lamp. So let's put down lens. So we can get it cheap. Let me get a lens on here for this thing. No lens. Here's the lens. You got to get the lens from overseas. So when they got one over here. So $1,550. There's a lens right there. Ooh, yeah. That's a hurt piece right there. That's just the lamp. That's what the lamp would cost you to replace it. Someone has one with the lamp. All right, this is interesting. Now, you know what SXGA stands for, right? That's Super VGA. That's what I was trying to figure out what it is. So there's SVGA, and then there's one called SXGA. That's called Super VGA. It's like a higher version of an SVGA. That's what it is. It's kind of like having the XGA to WXGA. So this one right here, they want $450 for this one. Last one. Let's see. I might buy this today, but I bet you $100 that lamp is not there. The lens is not there. Now see how when you look at it real carefully, if you notice right, I'm gonna show you right here. When you're looking at it, it doesn't look like the lens is missing, right? But it's missing because watch this. 4 screws. You're gonna see 4 screws pop up. One right there, one right there. As you can see, that's how you know there's no lens in it. So that's what they do. So if you saw that right now, somebody would buy that. and thinking they were getting that projector for $450, and then find out that the lens was going to cost them more than what the projector was worth, because probably the owner was probably not going to get that much from the projector to begin with. He comes off a lot. He comes off a lot more. He makes a lot more money if he takes out the lens, because the lens on those projectors are expensive. Like the Chrissy projector I have behind me right there, right? That lens right there. Two different kinds of lenses. This lens right here is a short throw lens for Chrissy. This is motorized, right? Right here. This is about a couple $1,000s right here for that one, right? These are harder to install, which means you're going to have to open up the projector and you're going to install these ribbons into the motherboard. And that allows you to constantly be able to read and focus by itself. Because if you hear my Chrissies in the back constantly clicking, they constantly focus all the time. Where this one right here is a little easier to remove, because this one has a quick release on this one. Let me move this real quick. Sorry about that, people. This one has a quick release on it, which this is the one I have in the background. This is the big boy, it's the 505. Now the 505s, these particular projectors right here, I can change this projector, has multiple lenses. I can make this short throw, ultra short throw, but the ultra short throw lenses are very expensive for this. But if I want to, I just want to show you real quick and come back here. So see it, there's a button on the top. That's it. That's all it takes to pull one of these out. That's just these right here. This has no ribbons in the back. It just has a sensor right here that connects right there, and that allows for it to do the automatic focus and everything. So I turn mine on in the next room. This one's actually broken, but if I turn mine on in the next room, you hear it constantly, constantly adjusting to calibrate. Every time it hits that screen, it'll calibrate. And that's why, because it has those sensors on the side. This one right here probably be about $3,000 for this one right here, and it's easy to put back in. I can't remember how to do this. That's it. No maintenance, nothing at all. So what they'll do is they'll come in and they'll get the projector, and they'll probably get like $3,000 for this by itself. And then this right here, they can probably sell for like $500 or maybe $400. $500 is the most they can get out of it. So what they'll do is they'll just take out the lens and put it over here, and they'll sell this off on eBay. Probably sell for $2,000, get $2,000 for it, and then they'll sell this part for around $500 or maybe $400, or maybe a little lower, maybe around $300. That's it. But they already made their money from that part alone by itself. And that's when you go in and you see those 4 screws right there staring in the face. That lets you know that your lens was pulled out. If you want to go in and replace your lens, this keeps a lot of people from getting. I've seen people buy these projectors and go, yeah, it came with a lens. What's the worst the lens is going to cost me? And I know if it's a projector that gave you the ability to be able to pull the lens out, it's an expensive projector. If any projector will allow you to pull that lens out at that particular time, was an expensive projector. So if you go in there and you go, what would it cost me if I wanted to replace the lens on this particular projector? It's only $450. What's the worst it could be? So let's see. Maybe you might get lucky. Maybe we'll get one from a merchant who has one for a very good price. I'm going to pay a lot of money for it. That would be nice. So let's see what we're going to pay here. Well, no one has only one here. There's nothing here. So if you were to get the lens for that particular projector, just the barcode right here, somewhere there, around $15.50. Oh, good gracious, googly moogly. Yeah. You're talking about, this would be your price right there. This is what you would pay for your freaking lens. $4,200, around that price. See? That's what I'm saying. What's the point? You already literally just bought a couple of brand new projectors from that one lens by itself. So that's why anytime you see a projector and the lens is not in there, they took the lens out and they sold it. Because the lens, they'll get more money off the lens than they do off the projector. And the projector is nothing to them because it's always an old model. The parts on those projectors cost a lot of money. Like right now, the filters on my Chrissy alone cost $100. Any one of those filters go down, which I'm glad they're washable filters. But if I lost one, it would cost me $100 to replace that filter. The lamp is gone. They want this one. This person's asking for $3,499.98. And look at that, no lens. There's no lens in this one. This is a different model, and there's no lens in it. Already pulled it out. Oh, they're giving me. Wait, no. That's why they're asking for so much. They got the lens with it. All right. This is a detachable lens right there. As long as there's no ribbons attached to it. If there's no ribbons attached to it, that means you don't have to. Oh, good God. If you ever got one inside of a Christie, ever moved the ribbons from a projector that's making automatic like that, is a freaking nightmare. And then you run the risk of ripping your ribbons when you're actually pulling it out. So it's very delicate when you actually remove it apart. I had to literally take apart the projector just to get the access to those particular ribbons in there. I had to pull the whole motherboard out in order to get access to them because they compact the parts so tightly together. But this one's a little easier. Okay. This one you might just have to drop like 2 screws in it and then connect it in. Yep, there's no ribbons attached to it at all. Now, like I said, if you do happen to buy one of these projectors, just be warned, you're not mounting this to your ceiling because it'll come out and it will kill you. I'm dead serious. That's the size of those projectors. That's how big they are. You're not mounting that to your ceiling. There's no way in the world. The only way you're going to be I've seen somebody do a video where somebody mounted a CRT to their ceiling, and it was interesting to watch because they had to rip open the ceiling, number one. They ripped the ceiling open. They had to put in support beams in. They put in these support beams and metal brackets, and they actually had to bracket the screen, the projector around the beams, and then build they had to build the wall around it and everything. The ceiling around it. It was insane how they did it. But that's how big that projector is. No way in the world you set that up on a shelf. Nope. All right, well, I'm gonna get out of here. We got the shipment updates and all that stuff like that. I love to talk about projectors. I can talk about projectors all day long, and I'll run your ear off. I would definitely run your ear off. I got to get ready here. Today we're going to paint the ceiling black. So that's the next project for the day. Paint the ceiling black. Paint the ceiling black. It should be easy. So I'm gonna use about 1 quart. Probably we need 1 quart. 1 quart of the Supreme Black. I just got to order some stuff. I need some drop cloth. I need rollers. I need frog tape to get this started. So I'm gonna paint all this black in here, like I did the screen downstairs. So that way, I bought one of those Galaxy projectors because I want to change up the ceiling and everything. Everything look really cool, like real mystical, and you have a lot of lights and stuff like that. Now, I was thinking about getting those curtains. I got the LED lights blended into them. I think that'd be a little bit too much, but I'll figure it out. Now, as for the floor, because it's a hard wooden floor, I do change that. I'm not going to change up the floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me one of those yoga mats and just measure it out right around the corners. I want about that wide away from the wall itself because I want to run a LED light in between that. And then on top of the yoga mat, I'm going to put on top of it like a gamer rug, like Pac-Man or something like that to set the room up and make it look real nice because the hard wooden floor is not going to do it for me. And then we'll do the ceiling in black. Other than that, the computer will probably be here today or tomorrow, and then I can load the video card, open up a Steam account, get all that set up, and then once my gaming chair gets here, we'll be good to go. So I'm going to turn this into snack bins right there. I'm turning this into snack bins. But yeah, so this will be the room. So in here, what I'm going to do right here, because I like this little area in here, the way this comes in here, I'm going to put game room over the top here, and then I'm going to put a curtain from here to here. I just want to block this off with a curtain because anybody knows there's an arcade room going on back there. You know what I mean? Slide it back, see the game lights and stuff. I think kind of a cool attachment to it. So that's what I'm going to do anyway. I don't know. It's just me. Okay, dokley. So let me get back online and order some more things that need to be taken care of. And then that way I can get everybody. Yeah, that's the scanning equipment I'm using right now. I'm playing around with the scanning software for scanning just about anything I want. That's why I want that Christie projector, that big boy, because man, that thing I could basically, with that scanner attached to it, oh my goodness, the stuff I could do with that. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here real quick and probably be back on later on tonight because I'm actually gonna take the boxes and build a giant stick figure and do a Burning Man. I should do a giant one in the backyard. Oh, I could do that. Mount a projector to the deck. And then basically I can come out here and hook up my equipment, and that way I can scan anything in the yard I want. Ain't a bad idea. All right, that's something to look forward to. All right, gotta go. Thank you all for your time, and God bless.